Hey guys, so this oil painting has been sitting around for about 3 years now, and I figured it's time to give a little glow up. I'm adding a bit more light, tweaking the vibe and switching things up with the new scene. Think cozy outback farm with those wide open skies and soft mountain views. I'm keeping the old mountains and the sky scene, but I'm only just fixing up the bottom bit, giving a little bit more light for the whole painting. So let's dive in. We're using only 3 colors, which is the titanium white, yellow ochre and burnt amber. For my under painting, I'm just using the blue masking tape to isolate the earth colors, what I'm just doing now. And what I do is on the bottom I put a little bit more darker, and where the blue masking tape I put darker colors as well, and in between I just make it more lighter colors. And this is gonna be my underpainting, so this I'm gonna leave it for a couple days for dry. And now my underpainting is nice and dry, so I can use blue masking tape for these buildings. Like you can see, I was using different colors, so it's up to you what kind of colors you want to paint your houses and the buildings. This way, when you can use your masking tape, you get the nice and straight lines, and plus your palette knife as well. Easy ways to get the very, very straight lines. And also when you're mixing your oil paint, always think about where the light comes from. And in this case it comes from left, and so that darker shade colors goes on the right hand side, and shades as well on the right hand side. So, and now I'm just tapping those tree lines using the masking tape as well to get those tree lines in the background, using olive green oil paint. And here I'm just adding a little bit more burnt sienna, but very, very little, and then I just I blended with a very, very fine brush and make it very, very smooth transition. I'm just adding a shade on the composition of the farm there, and I just randomly go around adding up things, and then I step back a couple of meters and have a look how it looks and what needs to be added. So it's all about to be creative and just have a bit of a feeling how you want it to be the scene of your own painting. And here I'm just adding up a little bit more light for the mountains, and the whole idea is just the sun rays just hitting the mountain top. I'm just getting a burnt amber and burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is the medium transparent color, and same is the burnt amber. So I'm just adding up a little bit more darker colors against the light color underneath. So when I'm using the rough bristle brush for creating those grass, dry grass twigs, it's just give that a nice glowing effect. Like you can see, the underpainting is glowing underneath because we're using these transparent colors. It's actually glowing through the transparent colors. So this technique is really great for that. Like you can see, I'm just adding up some windmill for the farm. So this is how I sometimes work. I just randomly add up some things, and then I step back couple meters and have a look what needs to be done, and add up more light, a little bit more shade, or whatever you feel like you need to add for the painting. And now we have left the painting rest again, so everything is nice and dry again. Actually, this is after 2 days, so definitely everything was nice and dry. So I can start adding up some bush and trees for the farm. So it's important to know that everything is nice and dry when you use your blue masking tape technique. So now I can do this way because I know everything is nice and dry. So even over the farmhouses and shed, I can put masking tape over it. I like to use my paper towel technique even for little bush and trees, because it does give that little different shapes, and when you tap it up, and then you just wipe it with your angled brush underneath the bush, and it just gives that randomly different bush and tree shapes. In some reason, I just like this way to do it. You can do it with the brush as well if you like, but yeah, this is just one way to do it, and using your masking tape to keep the line nice and straight. And then you just wipe it underneath the bushes and get that little shade on the right hand side. Like I said, my light is coming from left hand side, so all the shade is on the right hand side. Because this painting is old painting, you can see the little marks of the old underneath the old painting. But I decided you can scrape them off if you want to, but I decided to leave it as a farm path or whatever it is. I just added a little bit color on it. I also wanted to add farm fence on the front of the painting, so I'm just using blue masking tape, and I just measuring with my hand and marked up with my charcoal pen the distance of those pickets, and then I just using my palette knife to get the nice and straight lines. You can make it crooked or whatever you want to do, and then I'm using the angle brush to get the little bit more thicker line, and adding highlight with my palette knife on the left hand side of the picket. What do you think? Do you have one painting or couple paintings in your cupboard you could change? Add up some light, a little bit more highlights or composition, changing the whole scene? Just let me know in the comments if you have some. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up, and see you in next video. Thank you so much. Bye now.